Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back for some more of the Yokai Watch 3 Let's Play, and if you did miss out during the last one, well, Chapter 5 is now done, both on the hero and the heroine side of story, so now we're going to go and start reaching off into Chapter 6 now, where we're going to be going and heading off into the Yokai Watch Factory, and meeting up with these whale characters that we don't really know all that too much about, but at least we'll get to go and figure out who they are when we go and enter on into this place. Now, some really cool, awesome things do happen here within this chapter, from what I was going and playing throughout within my time of this episode, and that is now that since this whole chapter is going to get converged into one, there is going to be some neat things that do happen around over here, and that's of course that since we are going to be tagging along with Haley Ann now, or aka known as Silver at this point in time, since we are playing as Nate/Prox right now, within our way of how we want to go into this chapter 6 with, because we do have the option between choosing between the different characters as your main one as you want to go through. I believe we can now go and share our inventory together, and also finally get the question that I've been asking for the longest time here throughout Yokai Watch 3, is that we can now go and share the medallions that we do have. So this would probably be the best option here within this chapter, because I don't know if we're ever going to be seeing something like this ever again. Is that if we do want to go after all those different legend yokai QR codes right now, we can try to at least maybe get 2 out of the many of the legendary yokai that we can go and try to pick up with, because I will go and show you guys so far where we have been at within the medallions, just so that we can at least kind of get somewhat of a nice good information about what's going on there with everything that's showing up. Now, what goes on as well too is that when we go and do tag along with the Haley Ann within our time of our way here in Chapter 6, there's going to be different time differences that are going to happen. So basically, we could be running into one time where Nate's side is going to be like in the midday or something, and then all of a sudden Springdale's location is going to be at nighttime. So things are going to kind of change around. Now, the one way that we actually have to go and reach off here to the Yokai Watch Factory is that we do have to go and talk to both of the different watchmakers. So we do have Bob here with the BBQ, and then we also do have Mr. Goodsight within our time of the Springdale as well. And they will go and open up their own type of specialized teleporters, and we could go and head on into that way. Now, I don't know if these type of teleporters are going to disappear after Chapter 6, but hopefully that's not going to be the case, so we'll see what happens from there. And we'll hopefully at least get to maybe at least within, like, let's say like Chapter 7 or 8 or something, we can at least go back into these type of teleporters again and see what happens from here. Now, within these 2 videos for today, not only are we just going to be just doing out here with Yokai Watch 3, but we are moving into some more of what Twilight Princess is going to be. And now, I want to say within Twilight Princess right now, currently, we are going to, I think, do a little bit of some other side stuff, I think, right now, currently. Or, I think we're starting to make our way into where the Gerudo Desert's going to happen. Because I know that we did a little bit of some side things before. Then we went and spoke to Telma. Telma said that we have to go and talk to a person by the name of Oru, and then I think I know where that guy should be. I think he's around Lake Hylia, so we'll have to go and see what happens from there. But here we go. This is the Yokai Watch Factory, and now we got to go and finally meet up with Usapion and also with Haley Ann here /Silver, and finally get to go and meet them face to face after all this time, because we only seen them a little bit within the Yokai net, right? Because like we kind of heard them from text messages and stuff, but now we're finally going to meet them face to face here. Now, this episode is really nothing all that too interesting here, per se, because all that we're going to be just doing is just talking to the different type of yokai that are here, get to know them a little bit, because they're also going to be joining alongside within this Yokai Watch tour that's going to happen as well, because this is some sort of factory tour that's happening around within this way. And now, if you guys do see, just around in the back way over there, there is the Yoppelbot. Now, this guy is a little bit of a suspicious type of character, and we are going to, I want to say, meet up with this guy and do a boss yokai battle with him. And I want to say that he is the main boss of this actual chapter that's going to happen. Now, this guy does have a different type of form later on, so this is just him in his happy form right now. I think there's more so of him in a more demonic type of form. I think he kind of like changes his formation around, kind of kind of like what Usapion does. Like if he gets like really angry, he goes into that invader mode. Now, I'm pretty certain that is exactly what happens with this guy as well too. So yeah, so now this Yoppobot is just telling us about everything that goes on within the way of how everything's all converged into one. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go and have terror times with the Nate's type of way like we used to back in Yokai Watch 1 and 2. But Haley Ann will be able to go and do the zombie nights. So unfortunately, we're kind of just stuck with those type of special gimmicks on each of those different characters there. So we can't really go and share along with any type of items that we go and grab or anything of that type of nature when we go and run to a zombie night and try to give anything to Haley Ann if she does that, because unfortunately she can't do that said gimmick. But let's go and talk to Kyubi and Venok out here, of all things. And speaking around with Venok, I don't know if I already went and said this in the video, but later on, once I was done with this video, I did find a Shadow Venok as a legendary yokai coin, and I'm very happy that I went and grabbed that, because at least now we do have that added into the actual inventory spot of what we do need for legendary yokai at some point later on down the road. And oh my god, well, there's the actual Calm Brothers right there. So yeah, so it's not no type of Nomad Brothers or anything there, because the Nomad Brothers are more so in the American side of the yokais there. So right now we have to go and see the normal Calm Brothers here. Now, Komajiru will actually be an added character to the team as an auto befriend once we go and jump into Chapter 9. So at least we'll have that finally added within our way there. It's just that we're just going to be missing out on just one other type of yokai to be added within the specialty way of getting one of the legendaries, and that is going to have to be trying to get Little Charmer as well, which we're still missing out because that's the only one that we don't have. But hey, look at that! It's the Komajiru and Koma-san. Speaking about with Koma-san, I will be getting a plush of Koma-san. Because Koma-san is just so adorable. Another one of my fave type of yokais here in this game.
Yes?
Well, they are super adorable there. Uh-oh. And of course, look what Haley Ann did just when it caused him to go into invader mode once again. Yeah, I don't really think that's having fun. I think that's more so of not really in the way of how that's gonna be fun at all. Alright, so the Yoppobot said that there's still more other people to go and talk to, and I wonder who that could be. Oh, well, there you go. We got Professor and the other yokai that we got Spoiler Arena. Now, Spoiler Arena is actually a yokai that you can normally go and see sometimes if you want to go and get yourself spoiled by what type of legendary yokai that you'll probably be running on into with or something. And sometimes she won't really tell you right away, but that's pretty nice that that Professor and Spoiler Arena are going to be tagging along for the tour. And now we're just missing just one more other people to go and talk to, or yokais here, and that's going to be with Arachnus and Total Dude. Now, we already know about Total Dude and Arachnus from before. We've already met up with these guys back in Yokai Watch 4 during that previous Let's Play that we went and did. And it seems like both with Arachnus and Total Dude are actually both from the, from Yokai Watch 2. So, like, I believe they're both exclusives, and I think Arachnus is more so in Fleshly Bones, and the other ones, or I forget what the two ones are. There's like something Spirits, and then Bony one, I think. I can't remember what the... Hold on. Because I have Psychic Specters. Hold on. Yokai 2. Yeah, we got Bony Spirits, and then we got Fleshly Souls, I think, right? Yeah. I almost combined the two words together. I was...
Wait.
Now, again, I never really tried out Yokai Watch 2 on the channel yet, but if you guys want me to go and try out one of the three of the games that was happening from Yokai Watch 2, let me know. Because I do actually have Psychic Specters. I do actually have that as a physical cartridge. And that game is actually somewhat a little bit expensive. It's like right around the, well, almost same exact type of ballpark as what Yokai Watch 3 is. Because basically, that game of Psychic Specters is kind of like the Pokemon Emerald or like the Pokemon Platinum of that game. It's like where you just have like all the different yokais all added into one. So this is an interesting type of piece of equipment here or something that's going on. But let's just go and move over here to the door now. So now we have to go and check out the courtyard at this point. Now there will be a battle that will be happening around over here at some point. That's gonna have to go and deal out with a yokai by the name of Snee, and also the evolution of Dimmy as well. We're gonna have to see as well here. So we got double time. Now I think double time could actually be something that we could go and add within our inventory later, but we'll have to see what happens there. All right, let's go and meet up with these with this orca, of course, the one that has been that we've been seeing for a little bit here and there.
Oh my swirls!
Now, if you guys remember, we met up with Steve Jobs. That was kind of like a pun on like Steve Jobs. Well, this orca right here is actually known as Orcaberg. So yes, this guy is basically Mark Zuckerberg of the yokai realm. So I guess this is what's going to happen to Mark Zuckerberg if he does like pass away or something. He'll just turn himself into Orcaberg here. But it's actually kind of adorable that these that these type of orcas have like some sort of like little hair piece like on their head. Alright, so let's go in and return on out of here. There's nothing really too much to explore within the actual HQ itself, or the actual office here, but...
Is this?
So we got some intruders that's gonna show up into the factory, huh?
Really?
Is this like an everyday occurrence or something that happens here? I guess Orcaberg needs more security.
You're dead.
Like, Orcaberg should at least be like rich, right? Like you should have like a lot of security around over here to basically make sure that these yokai don't bust in. And I guess well, unfortunately they are kind of like more so of like a ghost type of yokai, so they'll kind of just go through any type of wall that's here. Dawson goes out, but that's all right. And there we go. It's all good there. And if you guys are going to probably ask, is there going to be a way where we could be able to head on out of this place, or is it just going to be like kind of locked us in? Basically, this whole area is, you can actually leave out of this way, and not only that, but you will still have the option to still have your shared medallions and inventory together, even if you do go in outside. So basically, just like I want to say, just for this chapter, it seems like we will have the option to just kind of keep with the sharing of the medallions and inventory for a little bit until like chapter 7 comes around again. So there we go. And just like that, Kyuubi and Venom already went to take care of that. And since we are getting our way closer to the end of this episode, I do want to go and just give out my outro here for today. So I just wanted to say is thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Yokai Watch 3. Pretty nice now that we're finally here at chapter 6, and we now finally get to converge everything all together into one thing out here for today. So see you guys for the next time for when we go and do more of Yokai Watch 3, and also hope you guys do go and check out on the Twilight Princess HD game as well too. So see you guys then, and of course, peace.